What's going on, you guys? Local John1812.
jrod84.
Weekend sports update right after Kentucky's big win against
Southern Mississippi.
It was a tough fought game by both teams.
Kentucky pulled out the win 24-17.
Thanks especially to our defense and our punter. He was pinning people down around the 5 and 1 yard line.
Inside the 1 yard line. Excellent.
Excellent job from him. The defense came up with 3 turnovers and returned 1 to the house for a touchdown.
Yes.
So that was all great. Steven Johnson, his numbers looked great, but his overall performance, I think he could have done a lot better.
That's it. Well, he did enough to win, but probably, when he gets later in the season, against more competitive competition, that's probably not going to cut it.
That's not going to cut it against a South Carolina or a Florida. No.
Georgia, etc.
Maybe does Drew Barker, if he does pretty good in practice coming up and stuff, does he get a chance to earn some reps against Eastern Kentucky or even the start?
Probably.
I think so. Maybe. Possibility.
Yeah, I said maybe. I said, or maybe you can do, alternate quarterbacks.
Maybe try one half one way and another half another way.
Right.
King, the running back with King, and Snell did good off and on. Snell had some glimpses of being better, towards in the second half. In the first half, he was spotty. King, got up in there and got some yards. I don't think that's going to be a competition battle. I think it's still Benny Snell's job to lead the team in rushing, at least carries. Because
Snell broke out of his shell, last year in the breakout season. I don't know. This season, might be a little bit different, obviously. But most of Snell's games that came in the last 10 games last year. Okay, like he gets to play a full season this year, so. So things might be different. Now, we still saw it last year. He's got that. He's got that capability where he can just break out at any moment for like 200 yards, about 3 touchdowns. He's got it in him.
He's got it. He can do it. Other football games happened today that were kind of crazy. Did USC end up?
USC ended up winning. I don't know the final score, but USC ended up winning. They did win.
It was kind of close for them.
Yeah.
You got Alabama and Florida State on right now, and Alabama's up 10-7. So that's a good game to tune into and watch right now. As soon as we're done with this, we're going to tune over and watch that. But that's, football's still going on for the college week. This will be the end of week 1 for college football.
Yeah, I just say actually Monday, because you got maybe a few games going on tomorrow, and then you got a few going on Monday.
But this will be the first Saturday in the books and out. Which pushes us right into Thursday coming up for the NFL season.
Yeah, the NFL season kicks off Thursday night.
Kansas City versus New England in Foxborough. Defending Super Bowl champs versus a middle-aged young team that's been poised the last few years and doing a lot better.
Defending Super Bowl champs versus possible AFC championship contender. And and Kansas City is one. And there are some teams, in the AFC who I feel, and I'm sure you feel, they can challenge New England.
Oakland, Kansas City.
Oakland, Kansas City, Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Possibilities, definitely. And with Tom Brady getting older and older, he's 40 now, right?
Yeah.
You just never know. Father Time is undefeated.
Yeah, I just say, I saw him in a preseason game not too long ago, and I just say, Brady certainly didn't play like no 40. Certainly didn't play like any 40-year-old I know.
Yeah, we might want to check his doping.
Oh, come on now. Let's not start with that again, okay?
All right.
Let's not.
give credit where dope has been.
Oh.
That's the shirt that he should wear.
Oh God, here we go.
No, he's won games either by videotaping other people's plays.
Oh my God, here we go.
Or, just watching film. I meant just watching film. Never mind. A little bit of hater talk. No, good quarterback.
Yeah,
one of the best I've ever seen play the game.
Yeah, honestly, I still hate New England. But
you got to give it to them. They win.
Yeah, I really ain't got no choice but to give it to them.
Did you hear the story this week? Moving over a little bit to something else. Did you hear the story this week? I heard it on KSR from Kentucky Sports Radio. Apparently, Louisville's, I think it was like dance team or volleyball team, had a sign that was put up right next to a gentleman's club.
Yes.
And then they had it taken down.
I did see that.
How stupid do you gotta be to put that up like that? I mean, you know what's going on with your school.
You know what? I don't know. Maybe they did that. Just I don't know, just to be amusing.
Draw attention.
Draw attention. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I just say, but there are some strange things happening over there. Cause I just saw something today that just really just freaked me out. I mean, literally freaked me out.
Right.
It was a female Louisville fan drinking
leftover liquor from.
No, it's not. No, it's something called garbage.
Well, it's like drinking garbage, but apparently
or something. I don't know.
Okay, I don't think it's. I don't know. I didn't read the whole article. I do not believe they're just pouring cups of actual fresh alcohol and then just dumping them into a trash can and let you sucking them out. I honestly think they're cups that have like this much backwash and stuff left in them. I don't know if that's true, but I believe they're just piling the cups in there and someone's cutting the corner and letting her drink all the alcohol out of that.
I mean, when I
seen the picture. We don't know exactly what any. I'm just speculating.
I'm just thinking to myself, what in the hell is going on over there?
I think to myself, what a wonderful world we live in.
Is that where all the ratchet chicks go to school at now?
I don't know what's going on there. Maybe she don't even attend. Well, maybe she was just attending a party. But I guess those are the people that associate around that program.
Good. I'm just.
It's kind of crazy.
The flabbergasted.
Kind of crazy.
Yes.
So.
Okay, changing to a more pleasant subject.
Drew Barker will be the starter next week. No, that's not pleasant if you're Steven Johnson. So sorry, but I do think Drew needs a shot. I give Drew a shot.
I'll just say, yeah, like I said, let Barker in. Let him get some reps in.
Let him back in.
Let him in.
Let him back in. I honestly don't think we're going to do any better. If you keep Steven Johnson in, I don't think we're going to do any better than 6 or 7 wins anyways.
Well,
I don't think so. I mean, the way he played today, and
I just say, well, maybe that's just today. This is probably one of Johnson's off days. I just say,
if he plays that way against Eastern Kentucky, you can't say now we switched to Drew Barker against South Carolina. You got to roll with Steven and.
I just say, well, I don't know. I say maybe not because he passed for 176 today and a touchdown. He also ran for one. I say, but who?
But he also overthrew 5-6 guys. He also misled 7 or 8. Times.
I just say, yeah, but that's for this week. Who's to say next week?
And they ran the Wildcat 300 times. So we didn't even get to see Steven Johnson play.
Wildcat didn't work at all.
Wildcat sucks.
It didn't work at all today.
I don't like the Wildcat.
But,
I like the Wildcats, but I didn't like the Wildcat play.
Who's to say Johnson might have one of those games where he just...
Well, he should have had that game against
Eastern.
He can have that game against Eastern Michigan, and he might have that game against Eastern Kentucky. But my point of it is, even if he plays a little bit better and goes 200 yards and two touchdown passes, whoop-de-doo, I don't think he's going to do that against better caliber, tougher opponents. That's what I'm saying. He's not doing that against Florida, South Carolina. He's not doing that.
I noticed in a lot of SEC games last year, I don't even think he really passed for that much.
No, I think it was more running in stuff and short little throws that led to big screenplay passes that scored touchdowns. Barker's the one that was just throwing down the freaking field like a computer game. He was just tossing it. And then he gets hurt and he gets his job taken away. Give Barker a shot. That's what I'm thinking. Other than that, we won the game. We're 1-0. We should beat Eastern 2-0. It will be very difficult to beat South Carolina 4 in a row.
Well, they haven't done that to any SEC team in football, and I don't know how long.
If we get lucky to do that,
never. But if they get lucky and beat South Carolina, which they've won the last 3, if they get lucky enough and beat USC in Columbia, they're 3-0. Come back home. They come back home for possibly the biggest game in Lexington in probably a decade. With Florida.
Right.
In which Florida lost to Michigan earlier. Yeah,
that was a tough one. Florida had a lot of their players out, so.
Yeah, that's it. But who's to say if those players will be back?
Who is the in basketball for college basketball? Cameron Reddish ends up picking Duke.
Yeah.
Even though he played for the FIBA World Championships with Cal, or against Cal, or with Cal's team. It wasn't even that. Duke was always the leader to get Cameron Reddish. But everybody believes that because they believe Zion Williams and
Williamson and Emmanuel Quickly.
And there's another guy,
R.J. Barrett.
They believe Emmanuel Quickly is definitely 100% Kentucky. I can tell you that without a doubt.
Oh, wait a second. When I said, well, there could be a possible one. Romeo Langford, he cut his list down to 7 the other day. Kentucky made the cut as one of the final 7.
I don't see Romeo.
But I don't know if
he's not going. He's going to maybe.
But I don't know if
was North Carolina in his 7.
I believe it was Duke, Indiana, Kentucky, Louisville, Vanderbilt. I think UNC was in that list. It was somebody else. I can't remember.
I'm hearing Duke or UNC for Romeo Langford, and I hear IU being a dark horse because he's from
New Albany, Indiana.
Yeah.
So
why not? But I know he's not because Emmanuel Quickly's going to Kentucky, and you're not taking Romeo too.
Well, Quickly will come, and Zion Williamson and RJ. And
that's who we're thinking. Those three.
If Barrett comes, plus a possible influx of returning players from this up and coming Kentucky team.
Right.
Who knows? You could have a.
It'd be one of John Calipari's best recruiting class in the history of recruiting.
Yes. We keep saying that, every.
No, but this would definitely be for sure. Year. I mean, Zion Williams is one of those players once in a lifetime. You haven't seen someone like him, and he's friends with Quickly, so you assume that that's going to happen. R.J. Barrett's another guy, especially I think it was in the FIBA games. He really showed off. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he did.
So that's something to think about. No, nothing against Romeo Langford, a great player, but when he played for Cal with Team USA, he didn't get many minutes, didn't get to play that much. Probably rubbed him the wrong way, so I do not see Romeo Langford going to Kentucky at all. I don't see that happening. IU, I hate IU, you know that, but I hope you guys get Romeo Langford because I'd like to see you back on the map. I like to see our rival come back, and I like to see you actually have a top caliber 12, 15 player in Romeo Langford and see what you guys can do with him. And I wish you nothing but the luck to get Romeo Langford. And count that as good vibes because I really don't say much about IU in that type of way. But good luck with that. Seriously. Yeah. Romeo Langford, if you watch this, stay home.
He's not going to.
Stay home. Go to IU.
He is not going to.
If you want to come to Kentucky, you can. But you're going to have to learn that you're going to have to be a team player, deal with the fact that you may not be better than everybody else, and play what you can play, and do what you can do. And I think you probably know all that stuff, but that's what Kentucky players have to deal with. Like Kalea Jones last year. He was a 4-star player, and he didn't get to play worth a lick because he wasn't good enough.
Well, also, he was, dealing with illness, for some part of the year. I feel he might have I think he might have a breakout year this year.
But also, too, Romeo, if you go to IU, the IU-Kentucky rivalry does come back on because Calipari sees a better reasoning to pay you, or play you, because you got Archie coaching there now. I think Archie and Cal's got a little bit better relationship than what Cal and Crean did. And now you give them a better player, so they got a better team. And now here you go. Now the rivalry's back on. Wouldn't you say?
I say, well, probably so. Kentucky extended a hand to IU, for IU to participate in the CBS Sports Classic. It has Kentucky, Ohio State, UCLA, North Carolina, which goes
Did IU accept?
No, they did not.
Why?
Well, you know what? I'm not sure, but I'm thinking that it's something to do. I really don't know the reason.
That's bullcrap.
I just think, but anyway.
Anyway,
Langford, whatever decision you make.
Good luck to you.
Go ahead.
That's right. Other than that, that's pretty cool stuff there happening. Is there any... Oh, Thursday night, football's back. Kansas City versus New England. Foxborough. Who do you think wins that game?
I don't know.
It's hard to beat. It's hard to beat New England and Foxborough. And I'm a Kansas City fan.
Yes.
It's very hard. I'm going to say Kansas City because I'm a Chiefs fan. But what do you think? I mean, you're not a Chiefs fan, so you can say.
Well, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me.
He hates New England, so he may root against them. He's rooting against them.
No, wait a minute now. I'm not saying if Kansas City can go to Foxborough and pull off the upset in New England, then okay.
Right.
But if New England wins, I'm like, okay. You know what I'm saying?
He don't have a dog in a fight, but he does want to see Tom Brady's knee get snapped.
I said, Not necessarily. I mean, I really don't want to see anything,
No, he's not
happen.
wishing.
Honestly, well, believe it or not, for a lot of you NBA fans, the NBA season is quickly approaching.
5 weeks?
Actually, about 6. It starts.
6?
Starts October. Well, the opening night is October 17th.
Spooky wookie. Spooky time, October. Halloween. It's going to be a good Halloween this year. Kyrie Irving's going to be an all LeBron James nightmare.
I'm like,
you know it?
Yeah, the unbelievable Kyrie Irving, completed the trade. That's it. So Irving is now a Boston Celtic. He and Gordon Hayward were introduced as Celtics.
I think it's going to be a decent little team. Him and Gordon hanging out together. It's going to be like Ebony and Ivory and...
Yeah, that's it. Well, yeah, something.
They could do some commercials like that, couldn't they? Ebony and Ivory, couldn't they?
Well, they probably could.
Yeah.
I did see something that Kyrie hasn't spoken at all to LeBron.
Who would?
Ever since the trade went down.
It's like, LeBron just, I don't know, he just doesn't like LeBron. I don't blame him. Good for him. And now, with Kyrie gone, if LeBron doesn't find another powerhouse team to go to, a lot of people are saying, you telling me they can't win with Isaiah Thomas and Crowder and all of them? I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, I don't know. Maybe,
but I doubt it.
I said they maybe could. I said, well, LeBron, I think he'd opt out of his contract after this coming season.
And if he does, he don't find a powerhouse team to go to.
Don't know.
Will he win another championship? Ooh.
I don't know. It remains to be seen. He has 3.
3. Was he 3 out of 6? 3 out of 6. Sorry, 3 out of 6.
He's 3 out of 5, I believe.
3 out of 5, whatever. He's terrible.
8 finals appearances, 3 titles.
Has he won 3 or 2?
3. 2 with Miami and 1 with Cleveland.
Yeah, that's right. 3.
Okay.
So
I just say, as far as the NBA, of course, probably everybody knows by now the team to beat is Golden State.
Golden State.
Without question, you got Curry, Thompson, Durant, Iguodala, Green.
So.
Houston could make some noise too.
Yeah.
I mean, they got James Harden, Chris Paul.
Got Chris Paul, CP, 4,399. I mean CP3.
Yeah. But hell, OKC probably could. They got defending MVP Russell Westbrook. They acquired Paul George.
I still like the Golden State Warriors because they shoot 500 threes a game and make 275 of them. So go Golden State.
Yeah, I just say right now your vote probably for right now is Golden. It's probably just Golden State.
That's the most obvious choice, and that's the best choice you can choose. Other than that, that's not pretty well. There's baseball a little bit left.
Baseball, is about to. Got about a month left.
Kind of some tight races
starts.
going on. The Yankees, the Red Sox are in. They split the first 2 games tomorrow. Decide the series win for this last 3-game set.
Right.
And so we'll see what happens with that. I know the Yankees last time I looked were 2.5 or 3.5 up in a wild card. So they look like they would hold on to that wild card spot. But you know what? It's still a lot of baseball left to play. Let it play out. Other than that, I don't pay attention to NASCAR right now, so I can't tell you a dang thing about that. That's pretty well updated. I'd like to get to watching the Alabama-Florida State game, so I think that's all I got. You got anything else?
No, not much else.
And 18 minutes ain't bad for you guys. That way you can make it through the whole thing. So if you're making it through the whole thing right now, go ahead and hit that like button for us.
Yeah, subscribe if you like.
Subscribe, please. Comment in our comment section.
Share.
Share the video to all your friends. We'd really appreciate that. We're going to be back next weekend, doing college football and NFL football. We might wait until Sunday so we can get a little bit of the NFL season 2 along with college and have a lot to talk about and maybe go way over 20 minutes. But until then...
I'll just say, I did tell you earlier, I said these videos will get longer. So.
They'll get longer. But right now, we're going to cut you off with a short one. Let you guys get back to Florida State, Alabama. Y'all have a good one.
All right. Y'all have a good rest of your Labor Day weekend.
That's right. Good holiday, right, Jay?
Yeah. Peace, guys.